welcome back. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today's video concept is gonna be a little bit different and it's gonna be a little bit new for me as well, because as you already know, we are getting into the first semester of the year, which means we need to prepare for going back to school. Since I love the concept of going back to school, going back to university and being projected again, supply shopping, stationery hauls. So I thought I can come up with a video around that. Even though I'm not gonna be back in school since I'm a law graduate, but as someone who had to read, learn and memorize a lot, I will be giving some of my best study tips for you. And on today's agenda we have supply shopping. We will go out and see what they have for the new semester. I want to search out for some new notebooks, and I also need to get a new backpack. I hope I can find a good one, and I'll do a quick haul after that, show you what's in my backpack. I hope this concept is gonna give you some inspiration for going back to school, some motivation. So now let's prep with me for this new semester. I am so excited. Let's go. Alright, so I'm finally back from my supply shopping, and you know what time is it? It is time for a haul, and I'm gonna show you what I got. I got some pieces that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna start with the big ones. Your girl went for the beige colored one because I thought that the white one was my favorite Then I thought after a few usage or something, if there's a stain on it or something like that, it's gonna be so hard to just like get rid of it. Even though you get rid of it, I mean, it's gonna be even more visible. So I thought I should go for this one. I'm gonna show you this one in detail later. This hat, oh my goodness. This was definitely spontaneous, but look how much good it looks on me. I will find like this kind of hat so unflattering on me and not my for body shape or something, but now completely opposite. I love this one. It's definitely my style, like super minimal beige. What can I say more? My notebooks. So I have two over here, and the first one is this plain black notebook. This is gonna be for my English studies because your girl still studies English almost every single day. And this is a squared one, and she's basic, but it's gonna do its job so well. So that was the first one. And this is, oh my gosh, it looks like a painting of a child, but it's also minimal. The colors are not like super popping, and I love its design. It's so nice. Inside is like super classic, nothing fancy to show. It's again squared like this, but it has enough pages. Next item is a nail polish from Pastel, and considering the fact that the fall is approaching really soon, this color tone is gonna be perfect for that. So that was just like an addition to my haul. And I got a super basic pencil sharpener in gray color. So that was another one, and I wanted to go for like this two different items because I will also use this one for my makeup products. And the last one is we already approached the end. Oh my god, these wet tissues, guys. I know, so unrelatable, but they smell so good, and I'm gonna be popping this into my backpack whenever I am in need, because I always try to keep one in my backpack. Speaking of my backpack, let me show you what I put into it, because I feel like it's time for that what's in my backpack time. So this is actually how the bag is looking like. Not so big, not so small. So even though I'm a graduate and I have nothing to do with school at the moment, I still go out and I still love to study outside in libraries, cafes, or places like that. So I was in need of a good and new backpack. So this was the one that I went for. And as you can see, this is super basic. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like those sides that you can put your bottle of water or things like that. So I will be putting it inside if I have to. And there is one big section, and when you open it, and inside is again in beige color, and the only thing is that it has this size where you can put your laptop, which was the most important thing for me that I was looking for in every backpack that I was looking today. And nothing much going on other than that. And in the front there is another section, and again, and that's pretty much it. Super simple, but it speaks to my needs, so I like it. Now let's get into what I put into my backpack so you can do it for your new semester school season. Now the first thing that I will put into my backpack is gonna be my laptop, so let me open it up first. This one goes inside, and then next it comes to my notebooks. This is my work notebook, my English study notebook, and this is my daily journal, and my book also goes in there. Place my water. Lastly, before I close this section, I want to put my charger and my wet tissue. I will be using this lavender smelled wet tissues. It's gonna be so nice. And dry tissue, and close it up. Next section is gonna be this one. So for this section, the first thing that I will put into is gonna be my wallet. Goes in there, and this thing that I also carry with me all the time, it has daily pads in it, some pastry liners, so I will also make sure I put into it. And then next is gonna be my phone. This is very spacious, by the way. Of course, you cannot forget your pencils, so I have some of them with me, only the ones that I use. Oh, I may leave this one actually. So this is basically gonna be all. So I also put these into my AirPods, as always, a hair tie, my daily cream goes into it. Let's put it this side. Mental stone, I always make sure I carry this because I may get headaches time to time, and this is such a natural remedy for it. So let me put into it. Yeah, it still has space, guys. And this is a hair clip just in case I need it. Lastly, keys. And guys, we are done. Now that was all that goes into my backpack. I hope that was helpful for you. And now lastly, I want to give out my study tips because I think these are gonna be so helpful. So my first tip is gonna be not studying earlier. If you need to memorize some specific information to pass the exam, such as numbers or hard to remember fancy wordy words. If you need to understand a general topic, a general concept, you better start studying it earlier. Take your time, the earlier the better in that case. But for some specific info, wait till the exam is due in 2 days or something, and then you can go and let yourself see all these numbers and like, okay, 2, 5, 6, now, okay, I feel ready. Because especially for things like this, you tend to forget so easy, and all the time that you actually make yourself study all these things are gonna go to trash regarding all that information. So now you need to remember again, you need to look it up again, which is gonna be such a waste of time, and you wouldn't want that, right? I will tell what I will do back in my university years. So I graduated from law, and for God's sake, we needed to remember a lot, and maybe those things were not like numbers. Very rarely it happens, but I had a system, and for important and comprehensive big topics that I first need to understand, and I need to wrap my head around that, and then I can go and have further information, because I will have it all. I will need it all for the exam. So I will start early for those classes. But for the other ones that are not that like a big, they're not a big deal. They're simple, they don't include much information, their credits are not high, and it's easy to pass, you know, those classes. And I will just like make them wait till their exam is due in 5 or 4 days. Then I will start to study them. But for the other ones, I will take them as like an important thing, and I will start early and make my way like that. Next thing I want to mention is going to be creating your self-study schedule. See, this is gonna be your lifesaver in university. I remember we wouldn't have an exam week, we would have an exam month, and between those exams we would have enough time to study for the next one. Like, and what I mean by that is 2 or 3 days, and for those like less important lessons, I will study them within those gaps. As soon as exam dates are out, my suggestion is that come up with a study schedule, write down all those like exam dates, and calculate how many hours, how much time you need to study on one lesson and then the other one, and get yourself ready for the next exam. So when that is out, you'll know when you need to start and when you need to finish studying for that like A exam, and you get ready for B, and then C comes up, and then D is the next exam. You go like this, and creating this system actually reduces your stress so much. You will thank me later. And because you know in your brain that you've got enough time for all, so you just don't stress, and all your focus goes into studying for that exam. Alright guys, that was all from me. I hope you like this prep with me back to school video. I personally enjoyed it so much, and like in my core it made me miss my school years, if I have to be honest. And I hope you enjoyed this content, and let me know if you want to see more school or study related videos. I personally love them so much, and that's why I put effort into videos like this. And I love you all, and see you in the next one. Bye.